Representative Kiel, thank you for joining us here today. Can you describe your district and tell us in what ways you and your district are similar?
Well, I live in a very rural district. I represent 3 counties, all of Polk County, all of Red Lake County, and then most of Pennington County. It is just there's 4 townships in the community of Thief River Falls that I don't represent. So, and it is exactly how I've been raised, in a small rural setting, very much agricultural. We live in the Red River Valley for the west part of the district, so that is pretty flat. I can watch fireworks on my road 10 miles away and see pretty much everything. Can't always hear the booms, but it's a pretty flat area. But if you go to the east, then you find the rolling hills and probably a little more livestock agriculture than you would on the east or on the west side.
What is your occupation outside the legislature?
I farm. Generally a housewife, and then spent a lot of time helping my husband on the farm, planting, and we don't have livestock, but raise wheat and soybeans, sugar beets, and now my son has come back to farm with us and we raise corn also.
What legislation have you worked on in the past that you are most proud of?
I guess parts of making sure that things are happening at home. Some are even bonding bills that enhance where we live, making sure that we have flood mitigation. That's a big thing in our district. Also making sure that education is, we're able to maybe ease regulations in education. Make sure that we are able to hire teachers. You know, we decided that we wanted teachers to be very qualified. Unfortunately, that became a problem for some of our teachers that we hire from. We get a lot of teachers from North Dakota, graduate from UND and NDSU, so that became a problem. Also, it's a little higher demand. I did serve on the school board before I served in the legislature, and that probably gives me my bent for education.
Why did you initially decide to run for office as a representative?
Well, the story goes my husband was asked to run, and he did, and was unsuccessful in a few bids at it. He did 3. And someone came and asked him if he'd run again, and he said, no, I think I'm done. And then I was asked, well, if you're not going to, then how about your wife? And so at first I thought, no, if you asked me this when I was in high school, if I'd ever do this, I would have said, I'd have laughed. But it ended up fitting. It worked, and my husband now says that it was a better choice to have me serve than him. So at the time we didn't have anybody on the farm but he and I. So, and legislature works fine in January, February, but when you start to get into those early, April portions, farming has to happen up there because we have such a short growing season.
What are your hidden talents or hobbies?
I really like to sew. I don't do a whole lot of it anymore, but this Christmas I was able to make my granddaughter's Christmas dresses, and that was a lot of fun. And so my mother taught me, and have done that for a long time. And I have a real passion for music and spend quite a bit of time singing. And that's probably the hard part about being down here is I miss choir, church choir, and being able to sing.